Welcome students. This is for Pharm D students. Lecture number 3 for lipids. We have already finished about the definitions, classifications and certain physical and chemical analysis and its evaluations. In brief, I have given some explanation for you. It is necessary for you to have more reference and to make your own notes, as I repeatedly told you. This is lecture number 3. Here we are going to discuss about castor oil, olive oil, linseed oil, sesame oil and CHAULMOOGRA oil. These are all the topics which I have selected for to have a discussion. And we have many, actually 12 according to the syllabus, and also which I have discussed about the question paper also. Repeatedly they have asked specifically. So I hope it will be helpful for you if you just have a go through in your syllabus as well as the KUHAS, the previous year question paper reference is also good for any student preparing for their examination. So first we will have a discussion about castor oil today, and olive oil, linseed oil, sesame oil and CHAULMOOGRA oil. And we have to discuss the next lecture, lecture number 4, cod liver oil, shark liver oil, cocoa butter, cocoa butter, beeswax, wool fat, lard. These all things comes in that category of the next lecture. So castor oil, when we want to discuss about castor oil, we should know its synonym. Castor oil, castor plant, everybody knows, especially it is common in our places, in the field, paddy field also, in the sides, banks of the rivers and the banks of the pond, lake. We can see many places, big trees, small ones. So they are, synonym is Oleum, ricini, Ricinus oil, the synonym for castor oil. When you see botanical source, this is the plant, and see the thorny fruits which contain the seed inside, and it is the fixed oil which is obtained by cold expression of the seed of the plants. Ricinus communis, family Euphorbiaceae. We should know about how the extraction, how the isolation, how you are taking the fixed oils, essential oils from these botanicals which they have specified in our syllabus is very important, because repeatedly they are asking how they are isolated or the preparation of the oils from the particular botanical source. They used to ask the question in detail. So location of castor oil or location of Ricinus communis, the plant in Brazil, Thailand, United States of America, Romania and India. In India, Andhra Pradesh, Gujarat, Chennai, West Bengal, Maharashtra and Karnataka. India ranks second in the world in production of castor oil. In India, you can see that is very, very important. Andhra Pradesh produces about 60% of the total Indian production. Cultivation and method of preparation. This is the seed, the interesting outcoat or the testa the design looks very wonderful to see and polish, hard also. The plant description, castor is a monoecious. Monoecious means the plant contains male and female flowering, or in the same plant you can have the flowering, or same plant you can have the sexual character of both male and female. Even in the animal also it is called monoecious if they are having herbs, which is cultivated yearly. It consists of a circular, hollow, erect, reddish-brown stem marked with definite nodes from where the leaves arise. Leaves are petiolate, arranged alternatively, palmate, having 5 to 11 lobes. Usually 11 lobes will be there, but 5 to 11. Sometimes even it is 6, 7, 8 lobes of leaf, like what I am showing of the hand it looks like, with serrate margin. You can see the picture, serrate margin. It shows that the picture which is shown is having 11, but sometimes it can be 8, 7, 6, minimum 5. Inflorescence is present terminally in the bracket. You can see in the bracket, you can see the flower, inflorescence usually. Fruits, see the fruits or capsules of the plants are covered with the spines. It looks like a thorny, but it's spines, it's soft spines. Seeds present within the fruits are albuminous in nature and are derived from anatropous ovules. Embryo of seeds contain an oil endosperm. This is the seed, the larger picture. You can see the lateral view and the ends. So interesting design of the outer surface. And this is the seed before dessections. At the time of dessections, you can see dried seeds in the plant picture, which shows very clearly about the appearance. The method of preparation: castor seeds are graded according to their size and are made free from any impurities like organic matters, sand, iron particles, etc. To obtain castor oil of medicinal value, seeds are decorticated. Is the main point you should remember, decorticated. That is, the testa are removed. This technique helps to improve the color of the oil and also to control its acid value. Decortication is the first step for preparation of the oil from the seed. Is achieved by passing the seed between the rollers. This is a roller inside the machine, smaller one, bigger ones are available. A oil press, where inside it will be pressed by the rollers. Seed kernels are then added to an oil press and are subjected to a pressure of 2 tons per square inch under normal temperature condition. By doing so, about 30% of fixed oil present in the seeds can be obtained. The oil is initially filtered and then exposed to steam at 80 degrees to 100 degrees centigrade. Steaming helps to remove the toxic protein termed resin, and the enzyme lipase which can hydrolyze the oil and render it rancid. So steaming having a very good advantage, prevention of rancid and protection, giving preservation or giving protection to the oil. After steaming, the oil is filtered again. The oil so obtained is known as cold drawn oil, which is bleached and treated with sodium carbonate to get rid of free fatty acids. Any impurities in the oil are removed by adsorption using with activated charcoal. So you see, this picture can give you some idea what we have discussed in the last slide. First one we have to do, the seeds should be, decortication it should be done. After decortication, the oil press it has been taken with the expeller, with the rollers which is pressed, and steaming also done to prevent and to give the protection. Steaming is done in the chamber. All the 4 vessels we can see. The next step is bleaching is done by caustic solution of sodium, which you are adding, bleaching can be done. And then adsorption is done by activated charcoal in the last step. So you will get a very good pure oil from the seeds of Ricinus communis or castor seeds. So this is the pure oil, 100% pure oil, a picture which I shown. Characteristic of the pure oil, color pale yellow to colorless, odor slight and characteristic, taste initially bland, then acrid and finally nauseating. State viscous liquid. Solubility, it is only, at least the only fixed oil soluble in alcohol. It's a special character where identity test also can be done due to the OH group of racinoleic acid present in the oil or the ester of fatty acid. It is miscible to or miscible in chloroform, petroleum ether and glacial acetic acid with insoluble but insoluble in mineral oil. Standard specific gravity at 20 degrees centigrade is 0.945 to 0.965 grams. Acid value not more than 2. Acetyl value not more than 143. Iodine value not, it should be 82 to 90. Hydroxyl value not less than 150. Saponification value 176 to 187. Optic rotation. Optical rotation should be plus 3.5 degrees to 6.0 degrees. Solidification point minus 10 degrees centigrade to minus 18 degrees centigrade. Viscosity 6 to 8 poise. Refractive index 1.4758 to 1.4798. See this picture, it gives a very good outline of a seed. After removing the seed coat or the testa, you can see the kernel after removal of the seed coat while going for the pressing or preparation of the oil from the seed. We used to take the seed coat. Embryo you can see, cotyledons you can see very clearly. Tegmen can be shown after removing the testa. Endosperm. The whole seed after taking a section, a longitudinal section, cut a half showing portion of embryo. The whole seed with hilum and carbuncle, you can see the whole seed. Chemical constituents, castor seed, it consists of 75% kernel and 25% hull. That means 75% is inside the part and 25% is in hull. In kernel, the oil content varies from 35 to 60%. Hull contains minerals, alkaloids, ricinin, resins and pigments. Castor seed contain enzymes like invertase, lipase and maltase. It also contains toxic substances like resin, toxic protein, and ricinin, poisonous base, responsible for poisonous nature of the seed. Castor oil, the main active constituents of castor oil is 80% of triglycerides of resinolic acid C19H34O3, responsible for viscosity and purgative action of castor oil. Castor oil also contains other triglycerides of isoresinolic acid, linoleic acid, stearic acid and isosteric acid. So these all are constituents, but even one question they have asked, can you explain an oil which can be used for cathartic? So you should know what is the difference between laxative, purgative and cathartic. It can be used even as a cathartic nature also to evacuate the complete bowel, the fecal matter, or in constipation you can use an irritant laxative, but at the same time it can be used in a large quantity, it can act as a cathartic also. That's why they asked a question regarding that. So in that you can explain about castor oil. And it contains heptanol, undecanoic acid and sebacic acid. It also contains hair growth vitamin. Test for purity. This test helps identify the presence of adulterants in castor oil. First 10 ml of castor oil plus 5 ml of light petroleum in 50 to 60 degrees centigrade. Clear solution is obtained at 15.5 degrees centigrade plus 15 ml of light petroleum in 50 to 60 degrees centigrade. We will get turbid solution is obtained at 15.5 degrees centigrade. Indicate castor oil. Test. It is test. It becomes a spelling mistake. Text, xt. Test for differentiating other fixed oils of castor oil. When equal volume of castor oil and ethanol are mixed, a clear liquid is obtained. This liquid remains clear even when cooled to 0 degrees centigrade and stored for 3 hours. There is no only cooled to degrees centigrade means even it is very cold if you do for freezing degree stored in for 3 hours, thereby indicating that castor oil. You can see that how the clarity of the liquid. It will be clear liquid. Uses, it has mild purgative or apparent, that means evacuating of the bowel action in the constipation patient, as resinolic acid irritates and intestinal mucosa and enhances the motility of colon. It is administered in food poisoning. Product obtained from castor oil like undecanoic acid or undecanoic acid is used as a fungicide. It is used in the manufacture of soaps and detergent, is used in the preparation of varnishes, enamel, grease, polish and printing ink. Ricinic acid is an important constituent of spermicidal creams and jellies for contraceptives. Ricinic acid is used as an abortifacient. It is used as an emollient due to its moisturizing property. Now comes to olive oil. Synonym for olive oil, oleum, olivac, sweet oil, salad oil. Botanical source, it is a fixed oil obtained by expressing the pericarp of the ripe fruit of the plant Euphorbiaceae, family Oleaceae. This is the plant, a beautiful fruit actually. You can see that the color when it ripens. Location Palestine, USA, Australia, Italy, Spain, Greece, Turkey, Tunisia, Morocco and Syria. This is the fruit, the peeling of the outer skin, Euphorbiaceae, L-picule, ripe fruits, pericarp, endocarp, mesocarp and epicarp can be seen very clearly in the beautiful picture. Method of preparation, olives are collected during the months of December to April. A time when the fruit changes from green to purple color, which is shown in the picture before the slide, and the volatile oil begins to accumulate in the mesocarp. Fruits are collected either by shaking or beating the trees or by means of ladder. The entire fruit consists of 20 to 30% of olive oil, while the mesocarp fruit pulp alone contains 60 to 80% of oil. Ripened fruit are then fed into an edge runner. This is edge runner mill where the only mesocarp is crushed and not the endocarp is crushed. The fruit is collected circular bags and then this will be taken to subjected to next one, that is steel screw press, like this, the pressing machine of the screw pressing which can remove the oil can be used. Steel screw press can be used. The crude olive oil so obtained is mixed with water to remove coloring matter and other impurities. And when the oil separates from water, it is decanted and filtered. The fraction is known as virgin oil and is used for medicinal purpose. A second quality of oil is obtained by grounding. The mark so obtained, mix it with water and finally subjecting it to greater pressure. This oil is inferior quality, is used for technical purposes. Characteristics of olive oil: color pale yellow liquid with a tinge of greenish nature. Odor slight and characteristic. Taste is bland. Solubility miscible with carbon disulfide, chloroform, ether and slightly soluble in alcohol. Standard specific gravity 25 degrees centigrade. At 25 degrees centigrade, 0.910 to 0.915 grams. Iodine value 79 to 88. Saponification value is equal to 190 to 195. Free fatty acids, 10 grams of olive oil requires not more than 5 ml of 0.1 normal sodium hydroxide for neutralization. Chemical constituents, it consists of mixed glycerides containing 83% oleic acid, 9% of palmatic acid, 7% of linoleic acid and 2% of stearic acid. Olive oil also contain 0.7% squalene, 0.2% tocopherol and phytosterol. Identity test on observed under UV light. Deep golden color indicates olive oil and pale blue fluorescence indicates refined oil, like as shown in the picture. You can see the test tube which is shown here, golden yellow color, and you can see the greenish tinge of pale blue color in UV light. You can see another graph which I have shown here in this side, the peaks, red color, blue color and the black color graph which is having a peak. You can see the blue, the peak is for the volume by volume, and castor oil shows red color, and an olive oil it shows the black peak which is nearing to the below 300, that is 200 area. You can see very clearly the peak, that maximum absorption of UV light can be seen by UV spectrophotometer. Uses, it is used as a nutritive. It is widely used as garnish in salads. It is used in manufacturing soaps. It is applied externally to inflamed areas due to its soothing action. It softens the earwax so that leave the ear more easily. It has mild laxative or apparent action. In constipation, it can be used. It acts as a vehicle for oily suspension for injection. Now we are coming to the next one, linseed. It's very interesting drug actually, crude drug, linseed. Synonym, Oleum lini, flaxseed oil, the beautiful bluish, slight violet or bluish color, the flower. You can see the seeds and the fruits before desiccation, it looks like this. Biological source, it is a fixed oil obtained from the dried ripe seeds of Lignum usitatisum. Lignum usitatisum. Family Linaceae. Location Turkey, Afghanistan and India cultivated linseed for its oil. Linseed, you can see the structure very polished, the outer external testa. Cultivation and the method of preparation, the plant description, you can see it is a rye crop which is cultivated yearly. The plant is under 30 to 40 centimeter in height, bears blue flowers as shown in the last picture and capsule fruits. The seed is flake. Linseed plants are elongated, ovate, pitted and dark brown in color. The seeds consist of an oily endosperm within which an embryo is present, consisting of a radicle and two large oily cotyledons. Cultivation method, the fields are well manured and seeds are sown by broadcasting method in the month of October. The plant are harvested in March when the capsules the plan of the plants, you can say the plants are harvested, not the plant. T is not there. That is plan of harvesting. That is, plants are harvested in March when the capsule become ripe and are ready to descience. The plants are cut close to the ground and left to dry for 2 to 3 days. The collected capsules are threshed and separate the seeds. Threshed and separate the seeds from it. Preparation of oil, linseed oil. The seeds are made free from foreign matters and other materials. They are then rolled into a meal, moistened, heated and steam jacketed troughs and subjected to expeller to obtain 30 to 35% of oil. The oil is allowed to stand, which allows the settling of particles and mucilage. It is then subjected to filtration, alkali treatment, removes free fatty acids and bleaching by activated charcoal at elevated temperature. What you did in the castor oil, same thing you have to apply. This purified oil of linseed is then chilled to separate any wax content which is present. So this is a pure oil from the linseed. Characteristic of the oil, color is pale yellow, odor characteristic, taste is bland. Nature, when exposed to atmosphere, the oil thickens and becomes darker. Solubility, miscible with ether, petroleum ether and chloroform, slightly soluble in alcohol but insoluble in water. Standard specific gravity 0.927 to 0.931 grams. Acid value not more than 4. Iodine value 160 to 200. Saponification value is 188 to 195. And refractive index is 1.47 to 1.48. Unsaponificable matter is not more than 1.5. Chemical constituents of linseed. Seed consists of 20 to 40% of fixed oils and 20% of protein and 10% of pectin. Unripe seeds of linseed plant consist of starch. Other content include linamarin, that is cyanogenic glycosides, and enzyme linase. Linseed oil, it consists of glycerides of oleic acid, linolenic acid and linolenic acid and stearic acid. Linoleic acid and linolenic acid also present. Oleic acid is also present. And sterol, tocopherol, vitamin E and squalene are present and in the unsaponifiable portion of the oil. It consists of 20% of protein and 5% of mucilage. It also contains linamarin. Linamarin is also present. Uses, it is used as a nutrient additive and emollient. It is used in cough and bronchitis due to its demulcent nature, smooth demulcent nature like honey. It is used in the treatment of scabies externally and skin diseases along with sulfur. It is used as a bulk laxative in constipation. It is used in the preparation of liniment lotion in pharmaceutical preparations. And hydrolyzed linseed oil possesses antibacterial property. Hence, it is effective against antibiotic resistant strains of Staphylococcus aureus. Sesame oil. Synonym: gingerly oil, tell oil, beni oil, sesame oil, seed oil. This very sesame oil is nowadays very famous for using even in the food also. Sesame oil. The flower is a beautiful violet, slight violet, bluish color which you can see. Plants are very small, which we can easily get cultivated. Sesame oil is obtained from the seeds of Sesamum indicum, belonging to the family Petiolaceae. Location: it is cultivated in India, Japan, China, United States and Caribbean islands. You can see that's white color, black color and also slightly different varieties are also available. Method of preparation: sesame seeds are small, flat, oval, smooth and shiny in appearance. They are collected, washed, dried and then pressed to yield oil at room temperature. The extracted oil is then refined, bleached, hydrogenated and decolorized before using. Characteristic: color pale yellow colored liquid, odor odorless, taste tasteless blend, solubility slightly soluble in alcohol, soluble in solvents like ether, chloroform, petroleum, but insoluble in water. Solubility: liquid at room temperature. You have to see the start, not solubility, stability at room temperature. Standards like specific gravity 0.916 to 0.919 grams, acid value not more than 2, saponification value 188 to 195, iodine value 103 to 122, refractive index 1.472 to 1.476. Unsaponificable matter, which not more than 1.5%. Free fatty acids not more than 1%. Chemical constituents, which is mainly they contain sesamin and sesamolin. The sesame oil consists of glycerides like oleic acid 43%, linoleic acid 43%, stearic acid 4%, palmatic acid 9% and arachidic acid also present. It also contains phenol known as sesamol, the structure which is shown down, and maintains the stability of the oil. Sesamin, you can see the structure with a benzene which is having a side lactone with 2 hydrogen and a lactone ring of complicated the same structure. Both are having a slight difference. Both are similar structure. What is the difference they have? Only thing is in their oxygen content. One O is added in the structure of sesamolin from sesamin. Other constituents include derivatives of lignin like sesamin 1% and sesamolin 5%. Sesamin 1% and sesamolin 5% is olin and many for example some vitamin A, few, not minutes, few percentage of, or minute, you can say minute percentage, not minute, minute percentage, little percentage of vitamin A and vitamin E are also present. Used as a laxative, nutritive and demulcent, used as an ingredient in the preparation of pharmaceutical products like liniment, ointment, intramuscular oil injections, used in the production of black ink and higher quality. This is the questions they are asking again and again. CHAULMOOGRA oil. The fruit you can see, the flower you can see, it's a typical and a special fruit, and the flower and the special oil also. A very interesting activity. It is having very important activity of antibacterial activity, is also having more important activity. Hylocarp, Victi or Victiana, you can say. Victiana. Hylocarp, Victiana. CHAULMOOGRA oil. Synonym: Hylocarp oil, Hydrocarpus oil. Biological source, you can see it is a fixed oil obtained from cold expression of fresh rapid seeds of Hydrocarpus species such as Hydrocarpus Victiana. Victiana or Hydrocarp anthelminthic is also one more plant which is available. Hydrocarp Heterophylla family Flacotriaceae. This plant is an important location. You can see Myanmar, Thailand, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, and in India, Assam and Tripura in the north. You can see. This is the seed. This is the fruit. Method of preparation: seeds of the plants are collected, washed and remove the organic matter and dried. The seeds, after being decorticated, that means the skin or the testa is removed by machine, edge mill, as we are doing for olive seeds, are subjected to the following. First, the hydraulic press. The kernels of the seeds are fed into hydraulic press in order to obtain a fixed Hydrocarpus. All this method yields around 30 to 31% of the oil. Extraction: oil from the kernels of the seeds is extracted using solvents like ether. This method yields around 30 to 40% of oil. This is the oil. Characteristic: color yellowish to brown yellow. Odor characteristic: taste is acrid. Solubility: soluble in ether, chloroform, benzene, slightly soluble in alcohol but insoluble in water. Stability: liquid at room temperature but solidifies at 10 degrees centigrade. Standard specific gravity in 25 degrees centigrade 0.93 to 0.96 grams. Acid value not more than 10. Iodine value 93 to 104. Saponification value 195 to 213. Specific rotation plus 48 degrees to plus 60 degrees. Refractive index 1.472 to 1.476. Chemical constituents of CHAULMOOGRA oil: it consists of esters of unsaturated fatty acids like 48% of hydrocarpic acid C16H28O2, 27% of chalmogric acid C18H32O2, 15% of Gorlic acid C18H30O2. Hydrocarpic acid also contain glycerides of palmitic acid 6%, oleic acid 12%, and hydrocarpic acid also present. These are the structure, that is hydrocarpic acid, chalmogric acid, garlic acid, hydrocarpic acid, charmolic acid, garlic acid, all are having the basic 5-membered ring with one bond. But their side chain you can see, that is hydrocarpic acid CH2 10 times COOH, and chalmogric acid CH2 12 COOH, 12 carbon atoms, chain, long chain, without double bond, saturated. Only one unsaturation in the ring structure. External ring structure such unsaturation can be seen in garlic acid. CH2 6 times, CH double bond CH, and CH2 4 times, 10 carbon atom long chain with one double bond in the long chain with COOH. So garlic acid, like that you can remember. Uses: the hydrocarpic acid, chalmogric acid, and the garlic acid are effective against Mycobacterium tuberculosis. Hence it is used in the treatment of tuberculosis. Very interesting use. They are also effective against Mycobacterium leprae due to their bactericidal property, hence used in the treatment of leprosy. Chalmoogra oil is applied externally in the rheumatoid pain. It is also used in the treatment of psoriasis. Thank you for attending this lecture. We will have one more lecture to be done for this lipid chapter. Thank you. Pharm D students, you have to listen to this class and write your notes yourself and submit to my office. Thank you.